Alright, what's up everybody, it's Lids, and we're back for some more Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, taking requests from you all in chat when it comes to our characters, weapons, enemies, and arenas. Let's get ourselves into a lobby, shall we? But let me know if anyone would like to hop in here with me, as we have plenty of space for people to jump in. Speaking of jumping in, let me jump into Discord before we get started up in full here. Let's see... There we are. Okay. Nice. So... Oh, I guess, in fact, I can mention it right here, right now. As you can see, level 18 on my Warlord here. I did, in between streams, do a few games, including promoting my Sentinel, so I'm not quite fully leveled up on my Sentinel, but, you know, at 18, you're basically there. Although, it does mean that if we are to play some Sentinel stuff... Is this a public lobby right now? This is a public lobby right now. Okay, I was like, I do not know who this person is. But if we are to play Sentinel, in some cases, I'm probably going to need to respec my characters because they do not have any allocated skill points. Hopefully, I will remember to do that. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a nasty surprise. But we shall see. Otherwise, I mean, we could just do a... now that we've made the lobby private, we could just do a match with this random pug person who happens to have joined us here. Maybe we do it with one of our Sentinels who has not actually spent any skill point. No, we should probably not do that. I do have, I think, at least one new challenge that technically might be similar to something we've done in the past. Not entirely sure, but that we could break out on a later occasion. I'm pretty sure that was the sound of this person leaving. Alas, it was. In terms of equipment, okay, we're doing fine in that regard. So yeah, let me know if anyone would like to jump in here. Otherwise, let's see, in that challenge in question, it's really perhaps a little more of a quote-unquote theme than a challenge. And it would probably be best with a full party, although, I mean, you could do it with less, I suppose. Oh yeah, I have two. Wait, what was the... I don't think I could quite come up with a good name for the second one, but... the idea is there. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to come up with one off the top of my head. But alas. Alas. So perhaps a couple of things that we can look to do later today. That is, of course, outside the fact that if there's anything you guys want to request, then happy to do those types of things as well. But, alright, tell you what, maybe we do make this lobby public and we see if anyone happens to jump in here as we are just getting started, and maybe throw a character out there. And let's see, I think I was also looking at challenges. I think I was close to finishing Tech Mastery. What did I still need on that? I think I needed Sentry Turret. I'm pretty sure I was really close there. I needed, I think, Siege Pulse, so that one was a little further away. And so, Electric Slash, I think, was my next closest, and I think those three would finish it off. So, maybe we'll go Quarian Female Engineer. Once upon a time, this was a character that I really liked using, but for whatever reason, don't use her very often anymore. And we could go Lancer, although Assault Rifle Lamps has typically been something we've been running low on as of late. Looking a little better now, I suppose, though. I also think I only needed one SMG weapon maxed out, but it's to get the SMG mastery, but I'm pretty sure it's all the highly questionable ones. But we could potentially do that instead of the Lancer.
Hello, Lids.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. Fulica is going to be on his way over too very shortly.
Oh, nice. So I have an empty lobby at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, can you just send me an invite?
Okay, let me see. I know I already have friended Fulica. I know we've played before, but are we actually? Yes. I think looks like we are Origin /
we are.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, actually.
Okay.
Incinerate. Combat drone, sentry turret. Are we playing platinum or gold?
At the moment, gold, but we could bump up to plat if you'd like. This is my first match of the day, so I'd probably prefer to at least start on gold.
Well, I was trying to decide if I was going to take the Krogan Warlord or not the Krogan Warlord. And
Okay.
if we're doing gold, I can do the. I cannot bring that character to plat. I can't. I can't kill enough stuff to keep rage mode on. And make
Yeah. Understandable. Okay, nice. So yeah, I didn't really have anything in particular in mind for this one. I was just looking at things that I'm pretty sure I was close to finishing for challenge purposes, because without any specific requests, why not? But let's see. So SMG-wise, I think I am looking at Locust, Tempest, Shuriken. I can't remember if I finished Hornet or not. But I'm in that territory where it's a painful last one, where you've done all the low-hanging fruit, but it's not great, the options that you have remaining.
Yeah, I am almost done with so I've got the Geth Plasma, the Hurricane, the Collector, almost done with the Punisher, and then I usually just do the Locust and use it on something Turian Marksman maybe.
Yeah.
Or like the Geth Juggy on like a power or an explosions focused Juggy.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, without taking much of a weapons platform here, I don't think I'm about to finish this with the Quarian Female Engineer, in all likelihood, because I think I'm maybe 50%, but that would require being very weapon-centric in this match, which is unlikely to happen.
Yeah.
That being said, what bonus do I want? Because recharge speed, I don't really need when a weapon is this light.
I'm almost done with Earth Mastery. Wow. Ooh, I might. What are you gonna be, the Quarian Engineer? Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I have a lot of combo potential for fire combo. Yeah, fire combos in particular.
We're gonna do this.
I just take SMG amp, to be honest. Crazy as that sounds. Demolisher. Oh, good idea. Good idea.
I need one more match with the Demolisher, and then I'm done with Earth Mastery.
Nice. Earth Mastery for me is definitely, of all the ones where you have to finish a certain number of extractions with characters and what have you, I guess I just really like the N7 characters, but that one I am finishing way more often than the others.
N7 characters are so good.
Yeah. Either that or I should probably just do engineering kit. Alright, we lost a Fulika.
I think we might be about to gain Cynthian.
Oh! Let me pull chat back up here. Let's see. Okay. How are we doing on Cyclonics today? More Cyclonic 4s than Cyclonic 3s. That's an unusual one. We'll go power cells.
We're gonna do Zombie Mod.
Oh!
Which I'm not... it's fun, but I'm not, like, obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where to do it for a little while and just embrace the chaos for a bit is definitely... It's fun for a bit, but I think there is a certain point after which it gets a little bit repetitive.
Like, unless you have... You gotta bring, like, a really rapid-fire weapon and have a ton of explosions. Otherwise it's just, like, not fun.
Or take one of those characters that actually is buffed with, like, a supercharged sabotage.
Yeah.
And just watch the Atlases absolutely demolish everything.
Yep.
Okay, so in that case, does that mean it is just the two of us?
Believe so for now.
Alright, would we like to switch it to public and have random people hop in here per chance, or shall we
can
leave
do
it?
that. Well, I mean, I don't. Let's try public, and if nobody joins, we can go private for the next match, and I'll take the Hammer Krogan.
Oh, okay.
Warlord.
Yeah.
Warlord. Sorry, there's the
No
word I was like. Hammer Krogan.
That
He's
guy.
Very smart.
Ooh, collectors on Condor. Lovely.
Oh,
Lovely.
God, we
Best
need some-
grenade map for you.
Yep.
You know, just make your own grenades, right?
Yep. That is the plan.
Got him!
Oh, right. I brought this weapon.
Wow, that was a good start.
I got you!
Hello. You are surrounded by abominations. And I'm sorry, I thought you were further away when I threw that one up on you. Oh, also I'm about to go down.
Please let me know if there's seeker swarms, and I can tank them for you.
My bigger problem is I am not a big fan of shields.
Hang on!
Oh, but Killer is gonna be feeling the incinerator in the morning.
Oh, hey, there's that guy.
It's a pug.
He's a pug I've played with before.
Oh, nice.
He's got a very limited arsenal.
Oh, well, we'll help him out then. Oh, he's down. Oh, and there's a web in between me and him. No, he's getting stopped. I wasn't fast enough. I couldn't save him in time. Alright, let me head back over to you.
Oh, don't get out of there, dumbass. There we go. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, no, there's the...
Now, ladies. Well, there's a lot of possessed abominations over here. For what it's worth. Ooh, those are bees. Bada boom.
10 headshots.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Oh, we got another pub.
Hawaii Red Panda. That's a bit. That's some weak shit right there, isn't it?
Oh, that's not good. Okay, just ignore the Praetorian, and everything will be fine. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's a grenade that's totally gonna kill us. Never mind.
supplies.
Why did I take this ammo tech and disrupt my priming potential? Oops. Oh, that's also a grenade.
I got you. Enemy finished.
Oh, that should be good.
Is anyone else using grenades? In this group?
No, he's got the paladin.
Got a, what was it, destroyer? Is the other person, I think?
Boom.
Scion on flank. Oh, you're. Oh, no, that's not you. Never mind. Yes, there is a Scion on your flank, for what it's worth.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you. I don't want to be here right now. Yep, I asked for that. Oh, it's also Scion. Lovely. Now. No.
Okay, I'm coming. The FQE just that if you hit him with a cryoblast, that oh, you know the thing.
Yeah, it's just that unfortunately
The
there's a fair number of
incineration is so
barriers.
powerful.
And also I accidentally took ammo that's gonna overwrite the priming from those. Which was very silly.
Wait, did you take disruptor?
Yeah, I don't know why I did. I was not thinking what I did. Like that, mess that up. Oh, hello. Hello. Never mind, I'm trapped. There's definitely a Victorian behind me. Oh, hello. I got staggered because I dodge rolled into him. Now that's a first.
No, I love soloing Praetorians. We should do that all the time.
You're looking for a military hard drive
Oh, speaking of which, thanks but no thanks. Oh, that's a grenade. I almost walked straight onto it. I got tricked. Oh, never mind.
Sorry, take the, never mind, I got it. No, I don't. Can you take it?
Yeah, I got you.
Get back to the extraction zone. Object has been dropped. Get over there. Good job. Get back to the evac zone. Object recovered. Good work. Lost Reaper tech has been spotted in your area.
I guess the wrong direction.
Retrieve it and bring it in. Squad member down.
Oh, it's right here.
Nice work.
Also,
God damn
ow.
Member has
All right, I got them. I got them.
Okay, 1 second. Alright, try not to die. And I will pick up the object. Oh,
All right, I'm just gonna.
yeah.
someone. Find that object.
Not ideal.
Team member is hurt. Nice work. Get back to the extraction zone. Green light on object. Good job. Squad member in trouble.
Stop shooting me, Scions. So this guy's, yeah, not gonna, oh, are you? What the heck was that? Oh, the magnet claws.
Team member offline.
Hold on.
Okay, where's this Victorian?
Damn it.
No, bad timing. Unfortunate.
Just one more. Hold that up.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Here they come.
Oh, that's where you went. How's it going on your end?
Good.
Oh,
Good.
that's not what I meant to do, but okay. I got him.
I'm here.
Oh, you are friends. Who's left? I hear another siren.
Yeah, same.
Enemy forces down to 1.
Well, yep, I'll just throw my sentry turret off the map while I'm at it. That seems like the logical thing to do.
Enemy's down. Good shooting. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemies approaching.
Acknowledged.
I think they're spawning on you. Oh.
just want to get grabbed?
Okay, coming around the other side.
Outstanding!
Nice shot.
You?
No, for the shielded Praetorian. Get the other guy.
My suit!
Soup. My soup! Oh, now you're. Oh, and there's a Praetorian behind me. Of course there is. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there?
Gotcha.
Oh. Okay, Scion and Praetorian over here still.
Sorry, I'm getting unlocked.
No! Ow.
Oh, wrong way. Alright, I'm up.
I can get you. Or they will. Okay, I'll get the other dude. Although there are two Praetorians over there, which does significantly complicate matters.
Come on. Die. There we go.
Oh, don't start flying now.
Take ammo!
Praetorian behind you.
Alright, I got. Oh, no, he got.
May have gotten got. Just you wait until this Praetorian tastes the sweet fury of my locust. It won't even know what hit it. Odie, thanks for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? We're just getting started with some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, playing with Blasto at the moment and a couple of pugs. We're doing some Korean female engineer and Blasto's doing Demolisher. I have accidentally taken Disruptor ammo, which is not great. Not great for this character. Praetorian right on top of us.
Yep.
I backed myself into a corner successfully. I would like to not be here anymore.
Just go!
Oh, man. Come on, Blasto.
Uh,
Wow.
One moment. Let me. Nope, nope, they've got it.
If I had just stayed quiet.
Hello, Praetorian. How are you? I may have just helped to blow that abomination up and kill our pug friend. My apologies. Oh, ow. Thought I saw, yeah, somebody over here.
Go back to my pillow weapon damage.
Owie. Oh, you're dead. I knew that. Let's see if I can get to them.
Hang on.
Just ignore the Praetorian. Just ignore the Praetorian. It's definitely not trying to jump at you. Why would it ever do such a thing? Oh, I'm also about to get hit by this abomination. Hello. Excuse me, abomination. Excuse me, other abomination. Excuse me, Scion that is ready to sink. Okay, this is maybe not a great idea in hindsight.
Yeah.
Did someone retrieve the? I voluntarily took the Locust. That is just the kind of match we're dealing with right now. Crazy as it may sound, brave choices. Deliberate Locust indeed. Indeed. Has he absolutely lost his mind, you may be asking yourself? Well, I mean, did he have a mind to begin with? Is the question that you should be asking instead.
Alright.
This one's
Where'd they
close.
spawn?
Object has been recovered. We are confirmed. You're looking for a lost gift
Oh,
device.
never mind. Back over
Alright,
here.
now we're gonna nuke down here.
Yep, okay. Cool.
Get back to the extraction.
Nope.
Lost the object. Find it.
Oh,
Distracting the Scion behind you, but I can see the reason for your concern. Ow, also?
alright.
Hang tight.
Uh-oh.
Jesus, why are they all right here?
Yeah. That was interesting. Oh, device is still over here. Okay, please don't blow up on me. Please don't blow up on me.
Coming. I see
Well,
it.
you know, as it turns out, someone did blow it up on me.
Right behind you.
Maybe don't stand here. Get this guy. Oh, never mind. I will get the other guy.
How do I not have 5 revived yet?
Might have gone right past it. Not even realized.
And that might have been 6.
Ow. Well, I'll give you an opportunity for it.
Team member has gone dark.
Oh, wait. Oh, hello. Well, that's not great. Oh, no, no. Start flying now. It's okay, we can just take him out with the Locust, obviously. Obviously, we'll just take him out with the Locust. Clearly, we just take him out with the Locust here. Ow. There's no way you can hit us from this angle, obviously.
Headshot.
Good work. Enemy is regrouping. Get to the
How far am I on Andromeda single player? It's a...
Move it.
I haven't checked what percentage it is saying at the moment, because it does give a percentage. But it's a little hard to gauge because
member is hurt.
I've been doing basically every single side quest.
They're stuck. They're stuck. Don't.
Oh, yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. Not stuck anymore.
Oh, well, there's a Praetorian sneaking up behind us as well. Oh, yeah, we are getting squeezed a bit here. But yeah, we are doing basically any and every side quest and exploring super aggressively. So we have almost done every single side quest that we know of at the moment. But main quest-wise, we are probably lagging behind a fair bit more. Is this extraction? This is.
Yeah. Got a minute on that.
Oh, well, I mean... Call me crazy, but rather not be surrounded by two Praetorians like that. Clutch. Shields coming back. In terms of where we actually are in the campaign, though, for main quest, so these guys are stuck now. At least we just went to the Archon ship. That's not great. And we're supposed to check back in with the Nexus, but we haven't done so yet. That is where we currently stand. Everything else, just about everything else, we have, oh, hello. We have done side quest-wise, with a few exceptions. No, we still have a few loyalty missions, in fact. Thread the needle. But I am curious at this stage if I've basically fought enough enemies in the main campaign to be at the point where I can go into Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer and not worry about getting major boss enemies spoiled. So I've fought a few architects. Fought a few other enemies with the 3 skull thing icons on them. Okay, now do we have anyone else from chat who would like to jump in here? Because at the moment we have a couple of pugs, and it might make sense for us to make a new lobby here.
Yeah, after Condor.
Yeah. Slasher says he could join. All right, let's make a new lobby then. Vormav can as well. All right, so we have a full group in that case. I believe you two were first to call dibs, but I can double check real quick once we get this loaded up. All right. Was it Slasher and Vormav first? Let's see. I think we were mostly just talking about Locust stuff before that, and Andromeda. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to start doing Andromeda multiplayer pretty soon here. But I've been deliberately trying to wait until we have encountered all the big enemies so that I don't have a major enemy spoiled by multiplayer. You know, I always think back to in Mass Effect 3, where you have the dramatic Banshee reveal at the Asari Monastery, and how I love that mission, possibly my favorite mission in Mass Effect 3. So I basically don't want to spoil if there's a really good mission like that by having an enemy that would be dramatically revealed feel really insignificant because I've already seen it a bunch of times in multiplayer. So, oh, are we still pub? Oh. Oops.
We can just kick it.
My bad. Oh. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry, dude. But yeah, so if you guys in chat, and I'm going spoiler-free in Andromeda, which is why I'm trying to avoid doing that type of thing. But if you guys who have played Andromeda before are more knowledgeable than I am, does it seem like I'm far enough along that I can go into Andromeda multiplayer and not have to worry about major enemy spoilers at this stage, having gone to the Archon ship and done most side quests leading up to that, including having fought multiple architects? Am I at the point now where I can pretty safely go into multiplayer, or would there still be some enemies that I haven't seen before that would get spoiled? Alright, and we have Vormav. I think I invited Slasher as well, but just to be sure. So for what it's worth, I do have a couple of challenge is maybe not the perfect word, more so themed matches that we could do today, and I think for the most part they would be best with a full lobby. So if you guys are interested in trying something out like that, then let me know and we can perhaps make that happen here. Or, you know, obviously if we want to warm up a little bit with some other things first, then we obviously can do that. Slasher can join voice chat but can't talk. Alright, no worries. No worries. Formav, you're welcome to hop in as well if you'd like. Otherwise, yeah, I know Blasto was saying there was some interest in some Warlord action here.
I can do whatever. I don't care.
Okay. And surprise, surprise, despite using the Locust in that match, I did not get the Locust challenge fully leveled up, so maybe I'll just use Locust for the rest of the day until I get that. Hold on, because there is one of those themed matches where I would like to just double check if there are any weapons that I had not thought of that might fit the criteria. What criteria? What criteria, Lids, do you ask? Oh, well, you know, if we choose to go through with it, then I can, of course, let you know. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, there are more choices than I had initially thought. That's good. That's good. Oh, well, I mean, if I am going to stick with this character, which I'm probably not, keep it on Locust, but just checking. Just checking. Yeah, at the moment, I think there are 3 weapons that meet the criteria for this challenge that remains. Oh, possibly a 4th. Possibly a 5th if you want to be really lenient with how you set it up. Okay, but anyways, let us know if there's anything in particular you'd like for us to do for this one. As I said, potentially a challenge or 2 we could do today, but we can ease into things a little bit with some other stuff. So I also didn't see if I got the sentry turret challenge completed, which I'm pretty sure I was on like 97% for. So you would think that that would have been something that would have happened, but I don't really expect much into sentry turret with this character, so maybe not. Maybe we'll do the same thing for this one. Maybe we'll double down this time around. Maybe we actually take another voluntary Locust. Okay, I'm not going to take Disruptor rounds this time, though. That much I'm not going to do.
When I take the FQE, I usually take AP or Cryo.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm going to go AP. Take the piercing off the weapon, and instead get that from the ammo. That would be much more fitting, I think. Alright, so yeah, this one works for me.
Oh, Slasher, we get 2 hammer guys.
Now that gives me another idea. So yeah, nothing in particular for this one, but we have a couple of Warlords. I will continue to Locust it up.
And I skip the class passive, so I get both hammers.
The absolute mad lad. I think I've used Electric Hammer precisely once. Precisely once. Wait, what was the enemy? Collectors again? Oh, okay.
I did my Krogan Warlord that way for a while, but I just found that I always used Biotic Hammer anyway.
How's it going, Warmath? How are you?
Well, it could be better.
We'll go somewhere that you are not.
Whoa! Run! Was that Slasher? That was a great one. Hold on. Turret! Go! Great. Blast him, turret! And those little 32-point assists perhaps are the reasons why, even at 97%, I may not have finished it last time round.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be using a shuriken.
Owie. Also owie. Hold on, don't worry about it. My sentry turret that I'm pretty sure I survived long enough to actually finish throwing will take them out. And by that I mean it will likely graze their armor. I do not think that I succeeded in throwing it. Oh, look at that. Now it's getting assists everywhere, though. It's carrying the team.
But down the pilot jettisoned his cargo before crashing. We need that object. Find it. You got it. Now get back to the extraction zone. Nice squad member has lost the object. Find it. You got it. Now get back to the extraction
Oh,
zone.
hello, Praetorian. Yeah, Slasher, you might have a friend behind you. Also, I might have put a shield on it.
Now get back to the extraction zone. Technology. Retrieve that object and bring it in.
Hold on.
That object is lost. Find it.
Excuse me, sir.
Get back to the evac zone.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh my god, come on.
Green light on object. Good job.
No! How dare you? How dare you? No, he's mine! No!
Fine work, team.
Enemy finished!
Enemy is regrouping.
Off to a splendid start.
Here they come.
Acknowledge!
Oh, I'm pretty sure that just...
Lost real!
Oh, no, the grab! The grab! Except, no.
My bad.
Pretty sure that I incinerated Slasher. Is that Vormath? It was not. Oh. It was certainly approaching Vormath territory.
God damn it.
Oh, that's gonna hurt, isn't it?
Nope, get out of there.
Throw this at me? You did, didn't you? Ow. I nearly killed that thing with Cryoblast.
Stay alert.
Kill Steel with Cryoblast!
That would be impressive.
Bogeys incoming.
Slashers on a home run derby today.
Outstanding!
Who did that? You did that. You did that, didn't you? Hey, Vormath, how are you?
Oh, just fine.
Alright, where are things?
Perfectly.
You know, we're perfectly fine over here.
Just, yeah, just chilling.
Just a nice Novaria evening.
Enemy forces at half strength.
Oh, I love melee kills on sync kill bosses. They make me so
Lost a
happy.
ship in the area. Search for reports. You're in. Stay crack the security on the exposed data terminal.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they are. Oh, no, they are over there. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Stop blocking them, bees.
Slasher.
I got him.
Oh. Ow. Also,
It's
that is
amusing
grenade.
to me that I attempted to save Slasher by popping a thermal pit for my shuriken. That's not gonna
Don't worry, I've got you.
Yeah, the double damage on the shuriken is gonna save you.
Shuriken, we have a locust. Pretty sure the slasher took. I'm taking the
damn it.
shuriken as well. Oh, look at that. It's deadly. It's deadly.
You know what they never they never say in those? Ooh, it's deadly too.
I mean, say what you will, it's killed 2 Praetorians this wave. Oh, well, ammo pack! Use it to take out the Scion!
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Here they come.
Right, I don't need to be worried about overriding my priming with my weapon this time. It's a nice little luxury to have. I will get you in a moment, Slasher. Never mind.
Oh, I got him.
Hey, how's it going, Blasto? Ah, you can take it. Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye. Well, that works too, I guess.
Enemy's down. Good shooting. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemy force approaching.
Copy that!
Oh, hello! Hello, Praetorian behind me.
Oh, good. So it's not behind me then.
Well,
No, damn it.
I'd never rule those
Passing
Praetorians out. Oh, yeah, that
didn't-
was the Praetorian in question, though.
Yeah, I did not get out of there fast enough.
Oh, and he do be jumping at me, so I might be
You're
about to
back,
join you in the Praetorian afterlife. All right, well, there's another locust kill. But
It was an inconvenient place for it to spawn.
I am what the Asari would refer to as toast. is this thing? Ah. That's where all the racket's coming from. I believe I dealt 6 damage to it by having the turret hit it in the face. Just by throwing it. Not by shooting it. Throwing the turret at its face. Don't worry, I will throw the turret at this Praetorian as well.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemies approaching.
Got it!
Foreman, what character did you take? Ow.
Team member has gone dark.
Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, hello to you too. And the Scion that is now next
Squad member down.
to me. Gracias. Sure, this was once upon a time. This was probably a kill streak. Not anymore though. Oh, hello, Praetorian that did sneak up behind me, but then couldn't be bothered to actually kill me. Never mind, he got me through the wall. Basically, I mean, more or less, based on how much damage he deals to enemies. Now, there are some exceptions where things like Cryoblast, which don't directly deal much / any damage, the amount of points is a little
Based on
more.
explosions
Yeah.
Trophy and research
or like
data.
damage reduction, I think.
Requisition a local server to upload data.
Understood!
But for at least standard skills, I think that's more or less the way that it works. Which is why when you see things like 1-point assists, which occasionally do pop up, oh, that's not what they do.
Or 0-point assist.
Or
You can get
0-point
those.
assists. You're like, so how exactly did that happen? Oh, that's not great.
Alright, I need a melee kill really quick. There we go.
Oh, I keep on
Yeah,
throwing
go.
that when I need to use a different skill.
I hope I'm not interrupting. Should I be in the waiting room?
I think you're okay. We're
We are full at the moment, for what it's worth.
damn it, slasher.
Okay. I'm watching the stream on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, we can look to get you in once somebody else needs to head out. Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I really thought that was going to be a full map. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed with all these Praetorians around. I expected more of you guys. This hurt a lot, and that is a Praetorian on either side of me.
Sheesh.
Everything is fine. Don't worry. Okay, now this is more along the lines of what I expected. Revive me right when I'm in the middle of the 2 Praetorians. That's better.
Look good to me.
Contact!
Like giving people what they want. Oh, like this?
Didn't even get rid of my shields.
I'm surprised it didn't kill me. It absolutely should have. Okay, never died of that. Fair enough. Yes. Oh no! The 0-point assist remains a mystery. Oh, nice.
Wonderful kill streak.
Fair enough. Yeah, and if that was our first one, then all the more reason. Oh, for a second I thought I killed that with Cryoblast. Yeah, man. Right now. Right now. Another Praetorian?
Alright, here we go.
Hey, Praetorian. Hey, Praetorian. Ow! Oh, well. That was, fair enough. Fair enough. You win.
17.
Owie. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, wow.
I was trying to knock Slasher out, but couldn't budge him.
Alright.
Alright, what do people... Lids, what is the stream saying we should do?
Does anyone have anything they'd like us to do for this next one? I was saying how I have a couple of things that we could potentially do if we're looking for a particular theme/challenge for the next one, but I leave it to you, chat. If there's something you would like to do, then you go first. Not seeing anything at the moment, though, in which case, do we want to do? I have two things that we could potentially go for. Let's see. I don't think either one is too difficult / out there. Maybe one of them is a little bit. Let's do the crazier of the two. Which one is the crazier of the two? I would say they're both... Neither one is super crazy. But... we have... Maybe I'll go by... Oh, but the other one doesn't have a name yet. One of them I have not thought of a clever name for it. So, I would just tell you the names and ask you which one sounds more intriguing to you. But, one of them is Jurassic Park. The other one... Yeah, no, I don't know. The other one, I don't have a name for it.
The unnamed challenge.
Yeah. I don't know, collector connections?
Nice.
Okay, so any preferences? We'll call it collector connections for the other one.
So, I mean, obviously Slasher votes for the second one. Well, yeah, there you go.
There you go. I would say collector connections is more restrictive, whereas Jurassic Park is a little more open-ended. So depending on if you're looking for having something that is very, very particular as to what you're allowed to take versus something that gives you a little more room for flexibility, that might be the determining factor. where collector connection is pretty much entirely locked in.
So collector it is.
All right. Okay, so for this one, this is based on a combo that we were doing last week, just so happened to come to be, where we had a duo in which one person was using a Juggernaut with Hex Shield, and another person was using the Awakened Collector with Dark Sphere. And basically, the Jug person locked down an area by being in a corner somewhere and blocking off the main entrance, or at least one of the main entrances, with the Hex Shield, and then the other person just dropped the Dark Sphere right on top of the Juggernaut, and while they were heavy meleeing some people, they had the extra support coming from the Dark Sphere. It basically just created this almost quote-unquote Thunderdome-like area, except obviously it's primarily a biotic effect, not an electric effect, which is why I was struggling to come up with a name for it, but Collector Connection, hence the Collector plus Geth combo. So with 4 people, I think we do 2 Jugs, both of which must have Hex Shield, and 2 Awakened Collectors, both of whom must have Dark Sphere. So up to you as to which ones you prefer to choose, but that is the idea, with the goal being that we can just lock down a specific corner, block off entry points with the Hex Shield, drop the Dark Spheres right on top of the Juggernauts as they either heavy melee or do whatever close range stuff they want to do within the confines of this area that we're locking down. 2 Jug, 2 Collectors. Jugs must have Hex Shield, Collectors must have Dark Sphere. Up to you guys which one of those characters you'd like to be.
Words to the effect of fuck Hex Shield, so I'll be one of the collectors.
Okay. Now, for the map, for this one where we just sort of happened across this combo, we were on Jade, which was pretty nice in the way that we could go toward one of the back corners, lock off one of the entrances with a Hex Shield, and then just go to town on anyone who was right on top of the Jugs. So that is one spot that I'm tempted to go to. Let me just flip through our alternatives here and see if there is a specific spot we'd like to go for. Basically, maybe Ghost we could justify. I want a place where there are corners that are pretty remote, like the Boom Room in Glacier, Giant, probably in some of the buildings we could do, Reactor, either in the Reactor or there's at least one side room as well. Glacier, like I was saying, White, maybe a little bit open. Condor, definitely not too open. Hydra in the, I forget what the name of the room is, but the operations room maybe. Slasher is a large Hex Shield campaigner, so he will take a Jug. Okay, no worries. So Vormav, up to you then, which one you'd like to go for. As I said, Jade is the one where I did it initially. Rio, maybe even in the back by all the crates. Vancouver in the lab area. There are, it seems like many maps. There are places where we could try to do it. Okay, Vormav, you want to go for the Jug as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'll go for the second collector then. Any preferences for maps? Looking for maps that have specific areas that we feel like we can just totally control with blocking entrances with Hex Shield and throwing down the Dark Spheres right on top of the Juggernauts. So we could... Glacier Hazard, says Slasher. Not surprised to hear that from him. And we could do it. I think there are potentially several places you could do it on Glacier. Boom Room being perhaps the most obvious, but that other corner in the upper area, very small, where there's oftentimes enemy spawning. I mean, that's tiny, but that'd be very hectic.
That'd be so much fun though. 2 Jugs right next to each other in that room.
and 2 collector adepts behind. We should do Glacier Hazard. That'd be awesome.
Okay, we can totally do that. Also, I should note, the hex shields do block the Dark Sphere, or at least they stop it from moving forward. So that's one of the reasons why, I mean, I think it does weaken the hex shield, but it does make it easier to get the hex shield right there on top of the jugs. And I don't necessarily think we need to do a specific enemy, but if you guys have a preference, then I'm open to it.
No preference.
I think I heard Slasher say that he wants to do Cerberus. I think Slasher was saying he wants to do his favorite map and his favorite enemy. I might go... Wait, what is my cooldown? Ah, it's 200%. Okay. Dark Sphere does take a long time to come back off cooldown, but we'll amplify it up. And then I did not take armor piercing. No. Okay, so I should do that here. Okay. Think I'm good to go then. Alright. Whenever you guys are ready. So, either the boom room might make sense, or possibly even that much smaller room where there are sometimes enemies spawning. Room is maybe a strong word to describe it.
I love the small room. Like that back corner hallway.
Okay, so basically, what I'm saying is, we could even do this tiny little spot, which would be very hectic, over here. Or we could do the boom room, which is bigger. So, you guys have a preference between these two rooms?
This one!
Alright, boom room it is. We can totally do that. It's a new way of doing the boom room, I suppose. Alright. They actually can't come in here. I love it.
You did say lock it down.
I mean, yeah. That is true. That is true.
Uh-oh. There we go.
No, the hazard's making it through. I can barely see through your hex shields. Maybe that and also the ginormous jugs right next to me as well makes it a little hard to see. Oh, not the hazard! Ah!
Oh wait, now I can't. Now I can't get out.
Yeah, wait, can we walk through the shields? Okay, yeah, we can.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I never use X shield. Also, I don't need ammo. Okay, so I think the real test is going to be once we start getting more enemies in the waves and there actually becomes a larger risk of them getting in here. Right now, the biggest issue is the hazard. I cannot dark channel through it. Okay. Suppose that makes sense. Excuse me, could someone please correct the angle on this one? No! Blast out!
Nobody told me there was a grenade.
Slasher, the angle. Come on, man. Guys, we're better than this. We were doing so well at the beginning. This just doesn't look good. I refuse. But no! Four map shield slashers like it wasn't me, I swear. If you don't place the shield nicely, I'm going to destroy your shield. Make it look better.
No.
Aesthetics are important. How dare you, format? How dare you? You're ruining my dreams of becoming an interior decorator. Something, something, death of an interior decorator. Approximately no one in chat will get that reference. I mean, on the bright side, it does give us a better angle to shoot through. Without having
That's
to
actually why I was doing it.
Okay, fair enough.
And then you criticized it, and then I had to keep doing it.
All right, fine. Perpendicular shield? No! No! It's disgusting! Oh, it's gross. It's hideous. Avert your gaze. Oh. Gross. Destroy it. Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
Did I respect this guy? I think I did.
Enemy scramblers are disrupting our long-range communications. Time is short. Find those targets. Target offline.
I was so ready for you to put a ridiculous shield here. Some angle that made zero sense. And now I've invited you to do that this time around. Oh no, that's
You
gonna,
really
that's gonna hurt
have.
a lot. This is gonna kill me. It was nice knowing you. What's up, Messenger? How's it going? Ginormous jugs. It's supposed to be the jugs locking down an area with their shields combined with the power of the dark spheres to deal damage to the enemies who are trapped here. Although, for the most part, enemies have not gotten into our trap area yet. Because we've just set up shop in the boom room. When we're not on objective waves, at least. Just cleaning the keyboard. Oh, okay, I say we head back. I say we trap the Atlas in the boom room. And then we unleash our fury on him. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, Atlas, I dare you. I dare you, Atlas. Oh, never mind. I no longer dare you.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Enemies inbound.
Oh, right. Stay here. Cannot tell if that hit her or not. Oh no, they're in! Break out the dark spheres! He's in. Stop him. A lot of enemies over there. There are a lot of enemies over there. I think this is where it starts getting more interesting, where we have more enemies each wave, or stronger enemies at least.
Force approaching.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It's a whole lot of blue, I can tell you that much. There's probably something over there. Probably. Apparently, there's an atlas over there.
You.
I don't know how you
Atlas.
do it.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely an atlas over here. Lock it in. Trap it.
Beautiful 57-point hex shield assist.
Oh, I will hit the hex shield while I'm at it. There's probably something over there, I don't know. Oh, no, that's not where I'd like to take cover. Hey, Hazard. You're gonna kill me again, aren't you? I'm telling you, Hazard has far and away been the most threatening of enemies, if you will. Oh, that's a grenade as well. Zero-point assist, love to see it. Alright. I say slight change of plan. Rather than locking enemies out with us, we deliberately lock enemies in with us. Also, there's a turret over there.
First objective down. Now keep close to the drones.
Oh, this way. Never mind. More turrets. Also, by the way.
It's good. Nice
Alright, so I say, oh, kind of like this. We actually let the enemies get in here, and then we trap them in a room with the 2 dark spheres and whatever other damage options we have. That way they have no escape. Oh, this will probably kill me once again. Please stop bullying me, Hazard.
Sensors tell me only one left. Top marks, team. Enemy is regrouping.
Okay, so what if we let them in here, and then don't let them escape by blocking them in
Well,
with the hex
if we
shields?
let them in here, then we also trap the hazard in here.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, even better.
I mean, it's just gonna cycle. It's fine.
All right, Atlas.
Ah!
Oh no!
Nope. You.
All right, hold on. Let's let some of them in, and then unleash our fury on them.
We don't have a Fury.
Fair enough.
Why is it chasing me?
Oh, I did not mean to put that there. I thought I was detonating my existing sphere. Oops.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. He's incoming.
Coming from LZ. Why not? Oh, well, the hazard. That's why not. Ow.
Squad member needs help.
Yeah.
Team member is hurt.
Oh, they're in. Wait for it. Wait for. Oh, this is the opportunity. All right, ready? Now the third.
Oh, she's retreating.
No, run away. Now we trap them in here. Slasher! Don't worry, I will revive you with the power of Dark Sphere. Let's just make the hazard bigger so that there's no escaping it in this room. Yeah, or alternatively, we want to really spice things up. We go here instead. Cause, I mean, I feel like it's been too easy thus far. I feel like we haven't had enough pressure on us. I feel like we need that extra little spiciness. Oh no, not the perpendicular shields though. Oh, gross. Yeah, I think this might be more like it. A little tougher, I hope. Will the hazard still bother us here? Okay, Atlas right here, alright. Let's lock him down. Nice. Here, Phantoms. They're coming. Dark Sphere 'em. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is what I wanted us doing. Okay. This is more like it. Ascending before I do this. Nope. Just look at the wall of abilities that we have here. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. Oh. And look at that.
Very important.
Ow. I blew that up on myself, apparently, somehow. Okay, double Atlas. Now this gets interesting. And Phantom. Okay, okay. know you're over there. I also know the hazard is over there.
Mission accomplished. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
All right, so now the real question: do we try to hold the LZ?
I think we
I was wondering if we were going to extract.
I think we hold this spot for the entirety of the round. No extraction. We'll see how we're feeling. Maybe we'll extract, maybe we won't. But I like this spot more than the other room. This feels a little more hectic.
Get to the LZ. We're on our
No. Oh no. Can I get you through here? No. Oh, the dragoon charge.
squad member in trouble. LZ in sight. Moving.
Beautiful. No, bad phantom. Yeah, that was preemptive.
Are we going?
Nah! Hold the fort! They'll never take us alive! He says as he almost dies. No! No! All right, so yeah, still not entirely sure what the proper name for that one is, because it did in some ways start turning into just a boom room, albeit slightly differently. But I definitely think the smaller room that we were finishing in on there is a little bit more entertaining.
So, Lids, if you don't get anything from the chat, I would like to suggest humbly that we play collector baseball.
Oh. Let's see,
And
Slasher says...
I actually have to step out for a game or two.
Okay, both Slasher and Vormap need to head out for a little bit. Might be back later, says Slasher, but no worries.
Well, you can't play collector baseball without a full team.
Fair.
You need a full team.
Fair. We did have someone who was...
There's Biegu, I think.
Yeah. Was potentially interested in jumping in. I'm not sure if that is still the case. Tark can hop in, though. All right. Let me know if anyone else is interested, but I will just go on a first come, first served basis, and Tark has expressed interest, so we'll get Tark in. Let me know if anyone else wants to take the last spot here. Yeah, Tark is a boom room kind of guy. Did someone say collector baseball? Oh, maybe. Maybe.
You do need a full team to do collector baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you can't like score enough points.
Yeah. Cynthian may be convinced here. Oh, no, it just... Mass Effect tabbed out when I did not have my hands on either the keyboard or my mouse. That's interesting.
Good evening.
Hello.
Tark.
How are you?
I'm okay. I gotta say, I almost fell off the chair when I saw you doing the boom room without me, but
For
it
what
looks
it's
like-
worth,
It wasn't
technically,
actually the boom room.
exactly. Technically, it wasn't the boom room, although it did start to look very similar to it. But that was, I suppose, in part why I wanted to see if we could switch over to a different area.
What was the actual challenge? I think it has something to do with the hex shield. I thought I gleaned that much.
It was mostly just the combination of Awakened Collector and with Dark Sphere and Hex Shield Juggernauts, so that it was meant to be more so lock enemies in with you rather than lock enemies out. Which is another reason why I was not as keen on staying in the boom room and was trying to go more for a smaller area where it was more likely that they would break through.
And I'm assuming the hazard was part of the challenge.
Well, Slasher decided why not add that little extra level of chaos, and in truth, I think the hazard got more kills than any of the enemies ever did.
Yeah,
100%.
as soon as you said slasher, everything made sense. Do you have a plan for this next game?
Possibly. If we get a full squad here, there's some talk of Collector Baseball.
Oh, really?
And Messenger and Cynthian may look to get in here. I mean, if either one of you want to, let us know and we can get you in. And then we might go that route. Otherwise, we may just be looking at a whatever kind of match.
That was just any character with Lash, was it?
Yeah, any character with Lash. And if your Lash detonates an explosion on an abomination or kills the abomination and it kills anybody in your team, you get a point. If you kill yourself, it does not count for you or against you.
Okay.
So let's say it's me.
I've played it before.
You have, Tark. Lids, have you played it?
Yeah, I think I've done it with you once before.
Okay.
Does it... It can be a normal abomination, right? It doesn't have to be a possessed abomination. Obviously, it's likely going to be more effective for a possessed abomination.
It's way more effective
Right.
with possessed abominations, yes.
Did it have to be reactor, or was that just the one we played last time?
That was the one we played last time. You could theoretically do it on any map, although, like, Giant would be, like, less fun, because...
Rio.
Yeah,
Rio
somewhere
would be less.
small, or at least it has confined areas. So I feel like that last time I did it was, on Hazard, and it was a little more spread out than perhaps would have been... Like, what other spots would we consider? Hold on. Glacier is the smallest, so there is a pretty strong case to be made for that, I would think.
White would work.
White would probably work. There is Reactor.
Probably
although...
Jade as well.
Could Jade... I mean, in certain sections of Jade, assuming that nobody is hanging out in the middle,
Yeah.
then I guess that can get... Goddess at times, maybe. Kind of similar to Jade in that way, where the map itself is a reasonable size, but there are large sections that you don't tend to go in.
You could really troll someone in the atrium on Goddess.
That actually... I'd love to try Goddess if we get...
Think Goddess? Okay.
Because, typically you tend to stay in either that bottom room or with the ammo boxes or the upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that gets pretty cramped then, and there are enough corners that enemies can sneak up behind you with that you lash an abomination around that corner, and I would think there's some pretty serious potential. So if we have one more, Goddess rules are stay in the atrium. We could implement some kind of rule that restricts where we're allowed to go, in which case that would make it more likely.
Should we just do a regular one, see if someone comes along?
We do a regular one.
Or another challenge if you have something in mind.
I don't know if I have anything in particular for 3. I do have one more that we could do, which technically doesn't have a specific number of people that it needs, although generally speaking, probably the more the better. Cynthian says in on baseball. Okay, well, that could be our 4th then. I don't think that I have Cynthian on my friends list. Yeah, so if you could invite Cynthian, that'd be great.
Alright, let me dust off my Phoenix Adept.
Okay. Okay. And it must be Lash that sets off the explosion?
Yes, Lash has to be the detonator or the power
Okay.
that kills it.
But so, like, weapons, for example...
Weapons do not count.
Don't
has
count.
to be Lash.
Okay.
Has to be Lash for it to be baseball.
Okay.
Oh, and the one other rule. If you get a home or a grand slam, which means that you kill the entire team, including yourself. Whoops, wrong one. Green 2. There you go, Cynthian.
Hey, thank you.
Hey,
Hello.
how's it going?
If you kill the entire team, including yourself, you instantly win. That is a grand slam.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I can play the Phoenix Vanguard, but I don't have his Lash built out. I need a respec. So, how much time we got?
No
Chill out
worries.
here.
You can take a minute if you need it.
25 seconds.
Yeah,
Starting now.
right now!
Yeah.
What is the strat here? I think the strat might actually be a sneaky little one of those. Okay, so obviously we should set it for collectors. Let me do that. So it's 1 point for every squad mate that you blow an abomination up on with it and kill them.
Yeah, so you'll see it on like on the bottom right corner where it has like the readout.
Yeah,
So if it says possessed abomination killed
so and so.
killed Fat Blast 017S, then whoever's it'll also say, Tark, Lash, possessed abomination.
Mm-hmm.
If that's and it's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
or biotic explosion, I guess.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then killing yourself with it doesn't count unless we're in Grand Slam territory, in which case if you kill absolutely everyone, then it's
Instant
an
win.
automatic win.
Win.
Yeah.
Yep. You instantly win. And the winner is whoever has the most runs at the end. So if I kill myself, Vids, and Tark, I get 2 points.
Yeah.
If I kill not myself, but Lids, Tark, and Cynthian, I get 3 points.
Right, but in that case, it's not quite a Grand Slam because you
It's
would
not
still...
a grand slam, but you do get 3 points.
Yeah,
So
which is a pretty big deal.
the past few times I played this, it's been like the winners had like 3 to 5 points. So if you get a triple, it's like pretty likely that you win.
Yeah, it's pretty decisive. Do we want to set a restriction on which areas of Goddess we're allowed to walk around in?
Oh, right. The other I think having to stay in the atrium is awesome, except on objective waves.
Okay, fair.
For objectives, there are a few rules. Hack, you can't leave the hack circle. Escort, you can't leave the escort circle. And pizza, there are no rules. And on devices, everybody has to do at least one device.
Okay. Okay, might need a reminder for some of those, but devices in particular. But
Well,
It's just right. If you leave the hack circle, then somebody got a grand slam last time we played, and it was on a hack objective because we were all stuck in the circle.
Okay.
Yeah. So objective waves are great waves for points.
Yeah. Okay.
This location has high
I
value
don't know why I'm
resources.
checking what
We need
enemy it
to
is, for we know
incoming hostile
definitively. Okay, I mean the lab, I think you could make a strong case for.
Yeah, it's nice and small.
So atrium only, including this side room or just the big room?
What's it's one?
I should do that. Oh, that was close. Oh no, that wasn't above me. Otherwise, you nearly got me there.
Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound.
I find myself mostly eliminating threats so you can't use them against me.
I mean, it's a strategy. It's a legitimate strategy.
Like, my objective is nobody gets any points.
Yes, that's one for me! I got blessed. Oh,
Damn it! I thought my last got there first. Oh.
Ow. Oh, oh no. I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable. No. Oh no, put that back up. Put that back up. No. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. The fact that I'm the only person up, I'm not sure how I should feel about this. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Squad member offline.
That was close. Oh.
Member offline.
Keep on accidentally doing that.
Wave sweep. Well done. Enemy is regrouping.
Probably should have built him a little bit more tankier. Baseball.
A recon drone.
Alright, so we need to stay in the drone.
Cannot leave the drone circle.
Okay.
First objective down. Now keep close to the drone.
Oh, that was a close one. Okay, now granted, I think we can make some exceptions for when there's a Praetorian right on top of the drone.
No. You just can't like
Yeah.
run away.
Oh, if I weren't beat right now. If I weren't beat right now. I saw it coming. I wanted it for myself. Did anyone get that?
No
Was
points
it-
for Tark.
Was it just me?
It was just you. You nearly got me, but I did see it coming.
You
I ran
guys
away.
weren't in the circle.
Oh shit! I didn't put the ammo thing on yet.
Oh, abominations.
That's
Only one more enemy.
that's a very effective explosion.
Outstanding work. Nice work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound. Calm down, of course.
myself at this rate.
Oh, damn it.
Nope, go away! you lashed him off of me, thank you. That's not good. Whoa! Oh, I think I might have gotten you there, Sin, because I did lash that guy.
That was a normal one. My shields got popped right as you snuck that under my feet.
I think I'm on 2.
That's...
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
You.
Thank you, game, for wasting my gel. More respect, brother.
Lashing me dead! Oh.
Good shooting. That's it. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Here they come. Acknowledge.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Darn. No, no, that killed you. Darn. That normal collector that would just toss back and forth like a ragdoll. Oh, look out! That was very close. Oh, you're not a awakened or possessed abomination with all the fiery around. I thought it was. I got very excited for a second there.
I need grenades. Come back.
Oh, okay.
Enemy forces down to half strength.
All right, objective 2. All right, everybody's got to get at least one device.
So, okay.
Find the targets and get them running.
Everyone's gonna run for the first one.
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, I wanted this one.
Oh, whoa. Except for maybe that deploying one with it too.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Please don't create a web. You did indeed create a web on me. Well, that was beautiful. Where's this next one? Oh, we're still on the first one. No! I don't want one of the last ones.
I don't think there's any on this wave though.
No abominations at all? Oh, okay. Maybe it's all safe then. Alright, I've got this one. Or maybe that's just you trying to trick us into letting our guard down. Oh, uh-oh. That's not great. That's also not great. I would say the presence of two Praetorians directly on top of us.
Teammates.
Oh, I also have
Left to
accidentally
die.
started doing the
I got
objective.
him.
Guys. Okay. I had half a sliver of health left.
Oh. Oh, don't worry about it. You were fine.
been playing.
Also,
too
hello.
much on the-
I'm in a lovely place right now. Tark, welcome to Praetorian Hell. Oh! He tried to sink me, but I charged halfway across the map in the middle of the animation. Not so fast, Praetorian. You'll never catch me. That's what I think of you.
Stay alert.
All right,
Enemies
back
regrouping.
over here.
Enemies inbound.
Now things get a lot more interesting.
I don't think this is a great location for it because none of them are going.
I think it's too big.
Yeah.
I feel like what's the technical name for it? The area up here, I feel like it's better.
Yeah.
It's a little more confined. There are some corners that you can kind of sneak some lashes around and surprise people a little bit more with incoming abominations. That's just a count. I don't care about you. Why am I bothering to lash you? Well, I do, because I don't really have many other abilities. Ow! Ow! No, no, no! I saw the opportunity! No!
Hey, that's what. Oh no! Never mind. You got taken down by the Scion.
Speaking of which,
Come on, let's rub the best.
I am infinitely.
no! I was gonna get him. Where's the abomination go? No, I wanted him so bad.
Oh.
That's something to work. All right, do we want to pivot? Do we want to go here instead?
I feel like the top.
I'm thinking of this room here.
Enemies inbound.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
I feel like this is, it's tighter, it's smaller area, so it's more likely that if you get an abomination to
In the
explode, you're
lab,
gonna hit
yeah.
someone. And there are some sneaky corners to lash enemies around that I feel like are more likely to catch someone off guard.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
Oh, those are grenades I just was about to step onto.
Behind it.
Keep those on. Hey, Praetorian, don't mind me. So many bees!
Are there no abominations on this way?
Must not be. Surely would have seen some by now, right? That's normal collector. Presumably there are abominations on this wave, though, and that probably makes this the real test. See if this new location is any better.
Is there a way to make the zombie mod serve up A-bombs all the time?
Oh, I did not see that one. There are definitely abominations, though.
Oh,
That's gonna do a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, nope, 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 don't stand there.
Help! Thank you.
Too many bees! I can't flash!
oh! That was a possessed captain. I'll take it. I was so close. I think 3 people grabbed that husk. Or that non-prime abomination.
Victoria behind us.
I'm sighted on the other side. I beat again.
God.
How many times did that guy get
Right?
lashed?
It's like he got stuck in a washing machine.
Much
Don't care about the
appreciated seeing that
possessed
much
Praetorians.
A ship went down in this area carrying a canister of classified
All right, no
technology.
rules.
They didn't bring it back.
Is that the only rule?
There's no on this objective. Yep. Okay. Nope, not useful.
Oh, except for I was way too slow.
Oh. Possessed abomination.
Oh, what? I have been playing Andromeda way too much recently.
Oh, I think I got you sit there. No, it's Praetorian. No. Oh, so close.
Okay, they didn't bring it back. Object is lost. Find it. Nice work. Get back to the extraction zone.
Don't you spit bees on me.
Get over there. Nice object has been dropped. Get over there. Extraction zone.
Hey, you got any possessed abominations over here by any chance?
Evac zone.
No, not you, Praetorian. Not you, Praetorian. Abominations. Oh, hold on. Hold on. No one bees!
Blast-
The opportunity is
Blaster and I
lost!
was torn.
The opportunity is lost!
No! Get him! Yes! Oh! Thank God.
No!
What is going on right now?
I'm out of Metagel though.
Alright, 1 second. Alright, we'll get whichever one of you this is. There, got both of you. So close to getting a huge possessed abomination play there. He's gonna sink me.
Enemy is regrouping.
So what are the scores that people are at this point?
You have 2 and that's it.
I thought, did someone get 1 that wave?
Nope.
Blasto and I were like face to face. Dying up at
You were the
top.
2 that I almost revived and then immediately blew up an abomination on. Couldn't quite make it work in time. Hello. No, not the Praetorian. Not the Praetorian. Not the Praetorian. Not you either. You.
Almost got me again.
Really? I thought that was nowhere near anyone.
No, it blew up at the top of the steps there.
Oh, hello. Oh. Ooh, that was close. I thought I was gonna get someone with it, and then you played the Uno reverse card on me.
I did.
That's a normal dude. Don't worry about him. You, however.
Come here, guy.
So my thoughts right now are that movement restrictions actually make runs less likely.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. 25 seconds?
No. Yeah, I was not paying attention. I died in a bad spot.
Oh. Are you out of gels?
Yep. But
Oh.
extract. Don't worry about it.
Well, for what it's worth, I did blow up an abomination on your corpse, so perhaps there's some honor in that.
I think movement restrictions actually hurt the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you
It's
just
really
need a
fun.
small map overall. Smaller than Goddess, ideally. But you don't have movement restrictions.
The map that got the Grand Slam was Hydra.
That surprises me. Where on Hydra did you do it?
The back room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only place I can think of where you could realistically pull it off. Otherwise, it's so spread out there.
All right. I gotta get back to the chores, so appreciate the game.
No worries. Thanks for participating in some collector baseball.
Lids,
Yeah,
I do
I'll-
believe that's 2 victories for you.
Did I? I don't think I won the last one, did I? I think I definitely
Yeah,
scored, but I want to say I
2-0.
came in second. Last time round when I did this.
No, that's like 2. I know you've won twice.
Have I? I thought that was my first
sure.
win for collector baseball. I mean, something. I do have a lot of experience with this. I totally don't constantly try to use Lash to blow up possessed abominations whenever I'm running the skill. No, I would never.
Like me and the reactor. Has to be done.
Yup. Alright, well, we do have a spot, if anyone else from chat would like to jump in here. That was Collector Baseball, and I potentially have one other challenge, or maybe more of a theme, that we could do if we would like to. Technically, we could do it with 3, although I think it'd probably be better with 4. Otherwise, of course, we can go for whatever, or if you in chat have anything that you'd like for us to do, then let us know and we can make it happen. Let us know if you've schemed anything up. Okay. Not seeing any requests from chat at the moment, though, so this one might just be up to us to do whatever.
I would love to run my little Volus Adept guy if nobody has any.
Oh, well.
Hey, go for it.
I mean, I wasn't planning on doing this, but along the theme of stasising and more collectors, there's a different challenge that we did 2 weeks ago now? That we could try to do. That is actually... it's also one in which we score points, but it is a team score that we are trying to build up. And Vormav probably knows what I'm getting at here, because he participated in this a couple of weeks ago when we did it. So if you guys are up for... this one would be extremely gimmicky. Then we may may be able to do something a little crazy for this one.
I am unfamiliar with this.
Well, actually, let me see if I still have this. Hold on. Do I still have this set up? I created a... Yes, Vormap knows. If you check what I just linked in chat there, I made a YouTube short of our previous attempt at it. Basically, it's called Cornhole. The objective is... honestly, here, I'll just show that on stream. It's probably better to explain it that way than to attempt to explain it in person. This one's called Cornhole. 1 point if you get an enemy in the goal. 5 points if it's a possessed abomination. Double it if it's the target. Let's see how.
All right, so where in the Midwest are you from, Lids?
I'm from New England. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, so when you say cornhole, you're not thinking about the party game.
Yes, I am. I am.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about something completely different.
Lids, I saw this. You try and throw something into that. It's on, don't tell me, Vancouver, and you try and get the guy into the little container.
Exactly.
Okay.
I would like to play an actual game.
That's fair. That's fair. We can play an actual game if you're interested.
I did, Lids, I did see that video though, and I did really enjoy that. That was really funny.
So yeah, if you guys would like to try that out later today, we certainly can. Stasis is one of the abilities that is pretty useful for that, but we've been doing a lot of challenge-related stuff,
like
so we
if
can
you
just go
get
for whatever.
if you get something like, so if you like pull it up in the air and then you stasis it,
Exactly.
and it drops straight down. Okay.
Exactly. You can just stasis it there and then immediately stasis something else, and all that enemy's momentum is completely lost after you stasis it, so it just drops straight down and into the container. So that's the theory behind stasis, which was actually the sneaky way to get much more points in that objective. But we can go for just a whatever match here if we'd like. Let's see. And that was when we did it last time. Vormev, how many points did we score? Did we get 14, I want to say? Was it 14? So we got 10 from a possessed abomination that was the target. And then we scored a few more points beyond that, but not that many. I want to say it was 14. But alas. For this one, maybe I'll take a weapons platform, and I will actually try to finish this whole, what was I doing before? The, is it Locust? I think it was the Locust, right? Maybe I'll finally be done with that. By actually using a character that can almost make it a half-decent weapon. Alright, and let me reset enemy and arena in that case. We'll just go unknown, I suppose.
Ooh, Targ, the Battlefield 3 soldier.
Oh, that is not a common one.
I never see that get run because it's basically the human, but with
No,
Carnage.
I play him completely differently. I don't use Adrenaline Rush at all. Basically, I basically play him like a caster or a power character.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Because yeah, I think that's one of the reasons nobody touches him. He's just a weaker human soldier.
Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on. Why do I need this? Well, I don't exactly have great alternatives, do I? I guess? Yeah, we didn't land too many points when we did it before, but we had that one really huge one.
I watched the video. I didn't quite catch where the target actually was.
High value location has been covered.
It was, Slasher used a lift barrier to launch it up.
Where they're supposed to be.
Oh,
launched.
in the dumpster on Vancouver.
Okay.
If you think of where the ramps are on Vancouver, the double ramps close to the starting place, there's a
Okay.
dumpster just in front of those, and that's where it is. I don't really know where you are anymore. I mean, it's basic enemies at least. Isn't terrible.
Locust is extremely accurate, isn't it?
Yeah, really accurate. The damage, a little lackluster, but throw a marksman on it
surprise
and
grenade.
it could be worse. Have the Stasai helping freeze enemies to line up the shots, and that's helpful as well.
Stay alert.
It gets a the Locust gets the increased headshot bonus too, I believe.
Does it?
It's one of the I think it's one of the ×3s.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure I remembered that. And by that I mean, if so, I definitely did not remember that. Oh. This little nemesis. Ow.
Squad member in trouble.
Thank you. Oh, well, I mean, it has to be done. Never mind, it does not have to be done.
Sorry.
I mean, he was on like 1 bar of HP anyway. Even if you hadn't done it, I'm not sure I would have been able to be quick enough. There is also a grenade over there.
Yes. 5 frames for the win.
Well-timed ops pack.
So many grenades, Jesus.
Oh, hey guys. Keep going, they said.
That's all of them. Good work. Stay alert.
I got a stasis kill.
Whoa, well done. And the last one of the wave. Beautiful.
Huh.
Alliance needs
Beautiful.
resources from here. Use a local server to upload data. Clock's ticking. Get in and get it done.
Oh, that did not hit you. Ow. That will hit me though.
Nice grenade.
But Nemesis is absolutely going to be the last enemy on this wave. You know 100% she's going to continue to hide there, and we're never going to see her. Oh no, she moved. Ow. And then she proceeded. Oh no, that's all. Technically. Good. Rather it not be that Nemesis.
Behind us.
Oh. Alright. 1 second. Oh, that's not great. Hey, Tark. Oh. It's gonna be a great time to revive you.
Team member offline.
Right into the welcoming arms of a phantom. Are there 2 turrets down there?
Oh, I got one.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, they can't catch you when the stasis is up.
Team member offline.
Oh, I found the other one.
I swear, there's definitely another one over there. So yes, glad you tracked it down. Otherwise, we were in for a nasty surprise.
Oh my god. I walked right back into that fucking...
No, oops.
Member in trouble.
Alright.
Wait for it. Thank you. Ow. You're the one who's shooting me. Okay.
Clean sweep. Well done. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound. Acknowledged.
Uh-oh.
I think they're all on you, Blasto. Ow. Also ow. I did not get you. Can I kill it first? No, I cannot. Oh, wait, what? You're way more armor than I thought. Why did I think you were on, like, 1 bar?
Sorry, give me a second. Okay.
No worries. Grab, 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 grab. And oh. Nobody! There's a turret up in the middle. Oh, I mean, you did pick a convenient spot. Well, I can't complain about the location. Look out, though. Hold on, turret is still up.
Enemy down to 50% strength.
Yeah, okay, turret's
Oh,
dead.
damn it.
Alright, now it's safe.
Strategic enemy personnel are on site.
Cat was making noises, so I turned around and I died.
Units to do. Copy that. Squad member needs help.
Get.
Target eliminated. We have a new strategic target on the field.
Let's switch it.
Target's eliminated. Good. We've spotted a new target.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, from easy to kill Phantom to a hard to kill Division.
I disagree. Dragoons are easy. Oh, true, but you have stasis. Now I understand where you're coming from now. Ah, she's
Turret
easy,
in the middle.
though. Also, that is gonna hurt, though. Ow.
Team member offline. Squad member offline.
Coming.
Apparently more than one turret.
Phantoms. Yes.
Gotcha.
Multiple of them, in fact. Oh, that's a turret.
Squad member offline.
Coming. I'm stuck.
Look out. Around the corner. You know it's Nemesis.
One more and it's a wrap. All clear. Good.
There it is. I can finally stop using the Locust. Okay. I mean, what? No, the Locust is an amazing weapon. I highly recommend it. My soup. Oh, there's a turret up here somewhere.
Damn it. Not getting anywhere fast enough.
Definitely a phantom over here.
Squad member down.
Coming.
Thank you. I have found them. And stolen your kills to take them out. Oh, hello. Nice. Beautiful stasis. Mid flip and all.
Squad member down.
Thank you.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is regrouping.
Love to see.
Might be a turret up here. Somewhere. Oh, that's not a good time. Oh, lovely. It is spawned directly on top of me now.
Squad member down.
Alright, I'm gonna
Suppose
try.
I did technically do it to myself. Thank you.
Squad member in trouble.
Give me a second, Tark.
The Phantom, two Phantoms.
Damn it. I thought I got both of them. Stasis there.
Piercing to get her here. Oh, apparently I do. Never mind. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I
Alright.
do appreciate
Squad member in trouble.
it having run on top of me. Oh, well,
Member in trouble.
I was not far enough away from that grenade, was I?
Yeah, let's from the other side of the wall,
No,
really?
she had one bar. Oh, thank you. I knew
Saw
she'd
that
one
one
bar.
coming.
Yep. I was just hoping I could get up, shoot her once, and finish her off, but no, straight into a sink. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Engineer go. All the engineers at that. Oh, that's turret, naturally. Oh, there's a Phantom on top of me.
Squad member down.
Hey, Phantom. Hey, Phantom. I don't know how I killed that turret, but okay.
Why are you all the way out there by yourself?
There are a bunch of people over here.
Me and
Whoa.
me and
Careful.
Blast are right. Oh, where is it? I don't dare stop running.
Hey, yeah, right there. We're good. Thank you.
No problem.
Not that running is gonna save me.
Oh, I have precisely 1 ammo. That's saying something. Ah, I thought I could kill it quickly enough.
Some good work down there. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Well, that was a steal if I ever did one. Run around the corner, carnage, dead.
Weapon triggers have been disabled. Locate those devices
All right.
and get them going.
Got the first one. Pretty quiet on this end, seems like.
Yeah, I think I found all the 4 phantoms at least.
No, okay.
Device enabled.
I mean, if you want to just keep them over there.
Well, there was
Gotcha.
Well.
more stuff.
That's on the opposite side of the map, naturally. That's a lot of phantoms. That is also a turret that I do not want you to set up. Okay, well, you know, maybe it was worth it.
How much gel do you have left, Liz?
Probably enough.
Team, if the devices are green lit,
That being said, I'm probably about to get synced by this Atlas. What is happening? What just happened?
team member is hurt.
Alright, well,
I need this phantom to
that's
move.
very confusing
Somebody
experience.
else needs to get up so that this phantom moves.
Okay, I'm gelling.
Thank you.
And I'm going to the next objective. Oh, no, Tar can get it. Okay.
Well, at least my plan was working. I was trying to keep the mobs on the other side of the map.
We need those
Because there's nothing here.
Well, sort of.
squad member needs help.
Oh, that's lucky.
All right,
Well.
that was my last gel.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, phantom, close to you.
You got them all. Objective completed.
All right, where them phantoms at?
That's one.
Yeah, where could they be? They're all down here. Oh, there's
Oh
a
yeah,
turret in
they
the
are
middle
all
control
over
room.
here. Nice.
Nice poster, phantom.
Oh, that's turret. Oh.
Member needs help.
Is it just me, or has almost every match today been against... Every single match thus far has been against either Cerberus or Collectors?
No, we have not had Geth or Reapers.
Yeah. I mean, still relatively early, but...
Team member has gone.
Okay, I got the tactical scan on. That's all I needed.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Shuttle on its way. Get to the designated LZ. Copy that. Hostiles!
Oh. How did that not hit you? How did that also not hit you?
Wait, where are you guys? Why
Near
are
the
we in
LZ.
the middle?
Shuttle is on its way. We'll intercept at LZ.
Thank you, Phantom, for thinking that you were safe there when you weren't.
LZ spotted. Get going.
Oh, that not do that. Oh, what was that? Oh, they had a Phantom
30
sneaking up
seconds.
on me. Okay, we might need to start making some schmoves.
Thank you.
Well...
I need a revive.
Oh, no. I'm out of effects! No! No! Save yourselves!
Don't think I'm gonna make it.
I don't know if anyone's gonna make it.
Oh, so fucking close. Half a second
Whoops.
more, I would have made it.
Whoopsie daisy.
Just need to grab a drink, be right back.
Alright, no worries. Alright, well, we do have a spot. If anyone else would like to jump in here, let us know if there's anything you'd like for us to do from a characters, weapons, enemies, arenas, or custom challenge standpoint.
Wow. It's been a while since I got a gold revives medal.
Probably says something about the way that that match went.
Oh, we were all playing like relatively squishy characters, and this is like my favorite like all around class, because with the arc pistol and stasis you can do pretty solid damage to foot soldiers. I have biotic orbs set up for weakening, so you can detonate your own tech explosions and weaken bosses or anything with armor really. And then you have shield boost and stealth, so you're a good medic.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Alright, no news on what we ought to do for this next one, so might be another one that's just up to us to go with whatever, unless there's something in particular that you guys would like to go for this time around.
Are you done with the Locust yet?
I did finish the Locust on that match,
Congratulations.
thankfully.
Why didn't you tell us? We
I
would've
did!
celebrated.
I did!
Oh. Okay, I didn't hear it. I'm just an idiot. All right.
Alright, Locust only rundown to celebrate.
Please no. I've used more Locust than every other weapon combined thus far today.
No,
Actually,
I could make
know what
you
I'm gonna
blitz.
do.
Please don't. I mean, of all of the relatively bad SMGs, it's probably still not the worst, so at least there's that. I guess that's why that was the one that I chose to be the last one to check off for the challenge, but
I'm thinking it could be a fun selection with one of the proper weapons classes, like marksman or.
I mean, the damage was
or,
actually really good
Adrenaline
there.
Rush.
Yeah, I put it on Quarry and Marksman, and the damage was totally fine.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I haven't played the Quarry Marksman in a while. Let's have some fun with the what's it called? The piranha.
Oh.
Let's make the piranha shoot like the locust.
Oh, Kark, I love the piranha. Is that my build?
I don't know. Might be.
The Quarksman with the. Oh, it's so fun.
You haven't really moved your builds over to the new forum, although the forum isn't. It's still in early access, so that makes sense.
Shh, it's top secret. I actually don't know
Yes.
if it's technically supposed to be top secret at this point or not.
I don't care.
No, Odie announced it that
Okay.
there's a bunch of new features coming.
Oh, okay. Well, we're all on N7, aren't we? Oh, we're on the stream. Sorry, stream. Ignore all that.
Let's see. I had tech powers that I theoretically had to do. I still wasn't sure if I got sentry turret, even though I'm pretty sure I needed just a tiny number for it, and I did 2 matches with some sentry turret characters, so pretty sure I'm okay there.
I have it. You know what I have, Lids? I have it on. I just like have it bookmarked on my phone, the N7HQ page with my class on it, or with my profile on it, and I just go back and check the challenges.
Yeah, and you know, I do that every once in a while. I was just doing that earlier this week with some matches in between streams and trying to remember off the top of my head which ones I had needed just a little more points in, or, you know, a few more subcategories completed to check off the entire thing, and Tech Mastery, I think, is high on that list.
I have done Tech Mastery 24 times.
Do you have more Tech Masteries or Biotic Masteries?
Tech. Biotic
Really?
is 7. Biotic is 17.
I'm more
Yeah.
of a Biotic Mastery person. Interesting.
24 Tech Masteries, 17 Biotic, and what's the next closest thing after that?
I don't know, Combat Mastery, but that feels like that's...
No.
More all-encompassing.
Collectors is 12.
Oh, in terms of the most... I thought you were saying, like,
Yeah.
thematically most similar, but the most times completed. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then everything else is 10 or is less than 10.
You're gonna make me go and check now.
I know, now you're making me want to pull it up.
I mean, I could just leave the lobby for a second, but who's time for that?
I know I need Electric Slash. Oh, I keep on accidentally clicking on characters. I know I need Electric Slash, but I think I need a fair bit of it, and this character is not really spec'd for Electric Slash. I have just 3 points in it. So, it's always all about the Shadow Strike when I'm taking the Shadow. But I could go that route. Could try to get Electric Slash here. I think the other one was Siege Pulse. Blasto, are you going to use a jug? Or is that a coincidence? So maybe 2 jugs is just a little too many.
Can we? Is there a way to sort them from how many times you've completed them?
I don't think you can. I think you just need to scroll through. It should say like times however many for how many
It's
times
so
you completed.
slow, this page, though.
It takes forever to load.
Alright, let's see.
All right, so I have a gripe about the faction mastery classes.
Mhm.
So Cerberus takes forever to get Guardians.
Right, definitely.
Geth, it takes forever to get the Geth Troopers unless
Yep.
you play on like not gold.
Yep,
Collectors are well balanced for
Yep.
the most part.
definitely.
fucking Reapers, man, with the motherfucking husks takes an age. An age.
Cannibals sometimes as well, but I think to a lesser extent.
Oh god, it all. Well, if you ever play zombie mod, it makes
True.
the husks
True.
better.
Oh, sorry. I was doing stuff and things.
You spec into electric slash at all, Lids?
3 points.
Okay.
It's just an afterthought, really. Which is why I very quickly get Shadow Strike done, but Electric Slash is usually one of the last ones that I finish for Tech Mastery.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones where it's like, okay, I'll make a committed effort to do it this time, but only because I feel like I have to.
I have 19 biotic masteries and 14 tech.
Yeah. That's about the ratio I have, where I'm definitely a fair bit more biotic than tech. Hey, speaking of Reapers, first Reaper match of the day, alright.
Well, here's my thing. My best class and favorite class is the N7 Paladin, and if you play as the Paladin, you instantly get 4 done.
Yeah, Paladin is insane for getting him done.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I think I've done a challenge with this character. He has a shit weapon equipped.
Electric Slash, there we go. We're over halfway done with it. No! Okay, granted, I absolutely could have just hid behind the wall and still gotten you there.
Where'd
And
you go?
absolutely should have done that.
Oh, no. You're...
1 moment, please. But also, prepare to be grabbed. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. How dare they? How dare they?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out and hop back in because I'm using all assault rifle amps and I haven't done it.
Okay, can you get back in with the whole EA app annoying stuff?
Should be able to.
Should still be able to?
I don't use the EA app. It's on private, right?
I think so, yeah.
It is.
If I can wait a while. It's better than running a gun character with a shit gun. I mean, the race isn't shit, it's just not what I have the amps for.
Ow. That grenade's gonna kill me. Probably, maybe not. I missed.
Collector Master is actually the one I have the most of.
Yeah, that one.
Also,
I think it's just because I think there are fewer types of total collector enemies. It's like the possessed versions I don't think count as separate things.
They don't.
So that just makes it a lot easier to load up on a whole bunch of them.
surprised how low some of these are though. SMG Mastery, only 3.
Yeah, but like SMGs, as was kind of the case that I was experiencing earlier today, you have a few that are really good, and then you just get stuck with a whole bunch that are like, well, am I ever deliberately going to use these? Probably not. Not unless I'm making a really committed effort.
Do you need every single one for the Masteries?
No,
No,
usually
you need
it's like
a certain number.
yeah, that's 1 or 2 or 3, depending on how many total weapons there are in that category. There are a few that you can skip out on, but for SMGs at least, not enough to avoid having to use the ones that are not very good. Not sure if I hit there.
Couldn't destroy my drone, could you, bitch?
Oh, hello! I'm getting synced.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong thing.
No worries. She snuck up on me as I was in the middle of an electric slash, and there was nothing I could do to stop her.
Let me know if you need a boost. Plus.
Meh, you're just in time. You guys got this. You guys are fine.
Where'd it go?
They are at the LZ. Like, closer to the LZ.
Coming.
Wait, how? He had his back towards me when he meleeed me, and he still hit me.
Oh,
Oh no, he butt meleeed you to death? I'm afraid there's no coming back from that. Some would argue even worse than a butt laser.
Are you okay, Blossom?
oh yeah.
Want to make a run for it?
What is shooting me from behind?
Enemies down. Good shooting. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
How dare you shoot your shoulder cannon at me?
Bogeys incoming.
Oh. Through the wall like that. Ow. Everything is fine. Everything is totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Member needs help.
Oh, hello. Hello. That was supposed to be a shadow
Are you
strike.
okay,
Get
Lance?
out of here. How am I alive is what I want to know. I don't understand.
You two were having quite the argument in the corner.
We were. Got very heated. Okay, that was not a time when I wanted to use Shadow Strike, though, because that is going to kill me.
I got you. Oh, that's another.
Did I?
way to
Oh,
get you
okay,
back up.
yep. Nope, I wasn't sure if I died just before or just after the wave ended.
Nothing to see.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here.
Hey, Brute. Bye, Brute. That was an enemy grenade, was it not?
Yep.
Figure out you probably want to do it. Oh, well, I mean, it has to be done. One moment, please.
Wait, I was halfway up the stairs. How am I dead here?
I do not know.
Oh, Bioware magic.
Owie.
Squad member needs help.
Oh, 1 second. Yep.
Team member offline.
Coming.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. No! You knocked me out of cover, so that technically wasn't a grab anymore. How dare you, Banshee? How dare you? I can't believe. Also, it will kill me.
Member has flatlined.
Hey, and there's Electric Slash. Now I can go back to the thing that I want to be doing, and Shadow Striking enemies that are already dead.
Some good work down there. Enemy down to 50%.
Also, nice lineup of mobs on the stairs.
Oh, wow, well done.
A classified device has been lost en route to HQ.
All right. I know my job. Stay away.
Yep, Blasto, I will deliver the device to you. Blasto, I believe it is, I believe this is, meant for you.
Wait.
Oh no! I have fallen and I cannot get up! Ow! I can't even pick it up.
Good work. Now get back to the extraction zone. Object has been recovered. Nice job.
Oh, look out. Swarmers.
Tech has been deployed to your area.
Oh, that's convenient.
How are you still alive, drone?
Get back to the evac zone.
I rely on you for explosions.
Oh!
Squad member needs help. Object has been recovered. Nice job.
Thank you. Ow! Rude! Rude!
Member is hurt.
I will not stand for this. Nor will I sit for this.
You will, however, lie down for this.
Good march, team. Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload. Enemy force approaching.
Oh, I found them all.
Yup! I think you're right. Something about this. I love the picture of a tiny little Volus shooting a ginormous laser beam. Something
Always
about
right
that makes
with
me
the world.
happy.
Stormer! This will be the death of the Hobbit!
Oh, hello! Hello! You'll never catch this. Oh, owie. Fat chance, Marauder. Wait, I have a weapon? What?
I will shoot her in the butt until she's dead, or my ammo runs out.
A noble deed.
Oh really? Shooting me with her scream thing.
Owie!
Team member is hurt.
That was not a good time. One moment while I have a nice, nutritious lunch of swarmers. Well, it turns out the swarmers did in fact still get me.
I don't understand, I revived you in such a hospitable environment.
Oh my god! All the swarmers in the world!
Team member is hurt.
Yes, stand in the goo, that's always smart when you have 150 health.
Enemy is regrouping. Enemies approaching.
Oh, they actually aren't over here?
Oh, there, bottom of the ladder.
Hey, Banshee. Hey, other Banshee that I did not know was there. I gotcha. Oh, never mind.
Nope. Sorry.
Do the Banshees actually respond to the drones by doing their AoE screen?
I don't know.
That would be kinda useful.
Oh, hello. Ow, this is gonna kill me.
Squad member needs help.
Lids, I am not in a place where I can get to you. I'm aggroing 2 Banshees right now.
Okay. Now, now I'm being bullied by Marauder. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. We are shadow striking that swarmer. Don't shield now. That's gonna kill me.
Squad member needs help.
Thank you. Oh, I have the electric sword now. I'm Luke Skywalker. Oh, run away. I'm no longer the chosen one.
Do you Duel of the Fates?
What's that?
You Duel of the Fates?
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
Dinner time!
Alright. You know what? Well, that was way less effective than I thought it was going to be.
I think a bunch of them spawned at the same spot.
This is gonna kill me, probably. that brute knew where I was going, apparently. And, okay. Nope, sure.
I'll get you. If this brute could F off.
Yeah, he was, not gonna let me Shadow Strike get out of the way, and, I didn't appreciate that. Oh.
Oh, come on, I used the med pack. Fucking game.
Coming.
Oh, well.
Yeah, drone. Keep me alive.
I may have just absentmindedly allowed myself to bleed out.
Yeah, that guy wanted to stomp him, but my drone kept staggering. And again, wasted my ult pack.
Alright, so Tark, would you like to do the thing where you go somewhere that's not here and I tank?
I'm trying, but there's stuff everywhere. Alright, I'll grab the high ground.
It's over.
Yeah. Keep yourself alive, last a little bit. Oh really? You had to spawn behind me?
Wait, the wave's not over?
No, Marauder spawned in the back corridor. I think I hear.
Banshee casually teleporting on top of your head. Don't mind her.
Finally.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Prothean research data embedded in local upload started.
That's lucky.
Use a local server to upload data.
Copy that. Move out.
Alright, here, I'm gonna stand down here.
Alright, I'm gonna nuke these Banshees once they get up here.
No, they're not gonna come up here.
Yeah, no. They're good.
Yeah, that's why.
So,
I'm gonna
except we have some
stand
brutes flanking. I know. Ow. Very well timed shield boost, thank you.
Oh, we need to get rid of the Ravagers in the hallway.
One down,
There we go.
two down. Nice.
How are you doing, Blaster?
I am solid. I could use the shield boost.
Say no more. Oh, you have some Ravagers coming, Blasto. Oh no, never mind. I've distracted them, and in doing so, gotten Tark to get killed by the splash damage.
That's why. Oh, behind us.
Oh, well, I'm on the Banshee's head. Okay, mistakes were made. Oh, that was interesting. Just thought I'd join you down here, I guess.
I've been abusing the hell out of the iframes for shield boost this way.
Somebody kill that brute.
I'm working on it.
Is there a Banshee down there? Yes, there is.
Not anymore,
From
there
up
ain't.
here.
Enemy is regrouping.
And that is the Banshee whose head I accidentally jumped on when I did an electric slash off the edge.
On its way. Get to the designated LZ.
Roger that.
I would like this corner, please. Oh, well, I walked straight into that. Need assistant okay, never mind. I was about to do the same thing. Oh, hello, Ravager.
Do another one.
That can if you'd like. Nope. Ow. Ow.
Oh, bye, cruel world.
Oh, that's not good. I don't know where you are, but...
No, man, your missile saved me.
Oh, good, because it was a blind missile. It's like, well, you say you need help, I'm just gonna blindly nuke and hope that it helps you out. Yeah, Blast, so you might need to get moving. And Tark, we probably should as well.
Moonwalking
Excuse
like
me.
a... Well,
Team secured. Top march, team.
Wow, my Geth turret killed the brute before the wave ended.
Nice.
death by tickling.
Alright. How far did I get on... points with the siege pulse?
Well, that is, I think, now the thing that I need.
You only need 5, at least on SMGs.
Yeah,
Problem is,
it's
I
only
only
8
used
of
the
them, though, I think.
CSMG and the Hurricane.
About 20,000.